going to show how to deploy a simple JAX-RS war or any war in a Google Cloud environment using Glassfish and Ubuntu. So first you guys needs to create a project, which I have created a project, and you guys needs to enable the building in that project. Then we need to navigate to compute engine. So in the compute engine we are going to create a VM instance. So once the building is enabled, you can see a create. So I'm choosing a create. So I can give you any name since I'm going to create a Glassfish server. And I'm going to select a machine type as F1 micro. It's having 614 MB of RAM. This is falls under a free tier, so you don't need to pay anything for this instance. So next I'm going to enable HTTP traffic since we need to access that deployed var. So I'm going to select Ubuntu. So I'm giving a 5 GB of memory for this operating system. So I think Ubuntu will occupy like somewhere around 2 to 4 GBs. So I'm selecting it. And if you see, like, your free trial credit will be used for this instance. So create. So if you see here, it's getting created. So we need to wait for that created. Once we have we can have like within the environment what's the internal IP and external IP. Those things will be shown here. So it got created, instance running. So if you see here, these are the start stop to instance. So please remember to stop the instance while we are not using this VM instance, else in long term if you have created different configuration, your buildings will be different. So this is IP which will be connecting. Each time the system get restarted, IP will get changes. If you want to have a static IP, I think there is a provision also, but it will be charging again to your billing cycle. So now we are going to connect to this system. So this is a shell extension. So you're logging to that machine via SSH. So where we are going to download the Glassfish server from the internet, and we are going to deploy it. So if you see the usage, like 14% took the Ubuntu OS out of 9.5 GB. So I'm going to take the command. So I'm going to update the instruction. So see here, like, a lot of things will be installed. So it got updated. So I'm next going to upgrade. Yes. So it will upgrade that apt get version of that. So next thing I'm going to check the Java version. So the Java is not installed by default. So I am going to install the Java 8 since the Glassfish 5 will work great only with Java 8. So I'm going to install Java 8. So it is fetching from that Java 8. So it got installed. So I'm going to next download the Glassfish. So it got installed. So I'm going to install the unzip package. So now I'm going to give the folder privileges. So now I need to change the environmental variables so that you can access Java. So I'm going to add the Java home to the path. So now I'm going to use the nano editor to add the Glassfish to that environment. So I'm going to add this one. So now Control X, save, enter. So I'm going to do a cat environment so that I can see it got added correctly Java home and path. So next thing I'm going to, since all this thing we need to restart the compute engine. So I will close this session and I'm going to stop. It's trying to stop the instance. So we need to wait until because if instance is not created, the variables won't take effective. So I am going to start the instance. I need to wait for the instance to start. So I'm connecting again to that environment. It's trying to establish the connection. Yeah, we have logged in. So now I'm going to use start the Glassfish domain. So it got started. So now I'm going to do this directory. So now I am going to download the WAR file which we created from the previous videos. I will provide that link below. So we have downloaded the WAR file. So now I am going to deploy the WAR file with context root called simple JAX-B. So it's trying to deploy that WAR. So it deployed successfully. In a case you want to undeploy the WAR, you can do that. Or if you want to kill the Glassfish server and you want to start it back again, you can start it up. So now we have deployed that one. So now this is our external server IP address. Now if you want to use that to figure it out, we see here in my various tryout, I'm going to click this one to try it out, and I will be changing this IP. I think the Glassfish is at having deploying behind the scenes might be. It's taking some more time. And our RAM is 614 MB RAM. I hope everything works fine. Let's see, Glassfish is started here. I think maybe firewall settings might be there, so let's go and check. Firewall. So in HTTP, let's go and edit it. So it's 80. I'm going to add 8080, comma 80, 8080. Save. Now let's try. Yeah, now the port is open. So now we are going to try this one. Say customer list is empty. So I'm going to use the postman. So I'm going to take this I'm going to send it. It's success. Now I'm going to refresh here. So the service is open. So this is the end to show how to deploy a simple war application in Google Cloud free of charge, and we can use Ubuntu and Glassfish as the environment. Thanks again for watching.